Hey everyone, Matthew LaBosco here. I am the co-founder of the Arena Method and the founder of the Vitality Program. And today I want to offer you 5 ways to instantly up-level your vitality. After working with hundreds, if not thousands of individuals over the last 20 years, ranging from business professionals to high-level athletes and high performers, these 5 things that I'm going to share with you are going to give you the best bang for your buck to instantaneously, and I mean in a very short period of time, a day or two, to increase your vitality. So what do I mean by vitality? To me, vitality is more important than health. I don't chase getting healthy. I find that when we chase health, what we're really focusing on is not being unhealthy. Okay. When people come to me, it's like, man, I really want to be healthy. What I find is they're actually focused on the lack of health that they're inside of. So I tend to focus and encourage my clients to focus on vitality. Vitality to me is living an energized, full, fun, joyful existence. It's the energy of life, the vitality of life. So these 5 things will absolutely translate to instant vitality if you commit to them. Now, I'm going to go through these 5, and I did put them in order of importance because some things do take precedence over others, but any one of these 5 things will absolutely up-level your vitality. So the first thing you can do to up-level your vitality, get in bed 30 minutes earlier. All right. So obviously this has everything to do with sleep and rest and recovery. There is no substitute for a good night's sleep, meaning you could eat perfectly, you could meditate all day, you can work out, you can do all of the things perfectly, but there is no substitute for sleep. What happens during sleep, our sleep cycle, the regeneration and all the things that occur cannot be replicated anywhere else besides sleep. If you want to really dive into this topic, I highly recommend Matthew Walker's book, Why We Sleep. Phenomenal book, goes way into all of the details of this. So anything you can do to increase the probability of you getting more rest and sleep is going to have an exponential impact on your vitality. So I used to say to people, get 30 more minutes of sleep. I've changed this to just get in bed 30 minutes earlier. Okay. I have found if I just tell clients to do that, it seems a little bit more attainable than, but man, I can't get to sleep. Fine. Then just get in bed 30 minutes earlier with the lights off, no book, no stimuli. And if anything else, what you can do is you can do number 2 here. So if you like, but Matt, I get in bed and I can't fall asleep. Okay, great. Well, then you could do number 2. And number 2 is breathe. And there's a certain type of breath that I'm going to ask you to do. And a lot of it is based on the HeartMath Institute research. They have done phenomenal research on heart rate variability and the correlation to keeping the brain in a place of brain coherence. And what they found is if you step into a certain focus with your heart and get your heart rate variability in a certain range, it actually puts the brain into coherence. So when we're in, we'll call it more of a fight or flight state, what they have found is it's as if there's an electrical storm occurring in your brain. It's like the brain is firing in a non-sequential way. The brain's not communicating with other parts of the brain. It's just a big storm in there. There's no coherence. When you apply a heart-focused breathing practice, which I'll show you here in a second, what it does is it brings the brain into coherence, and most importantly, it takes the nervous system out of the sympathetic state and into a parasympathetic state. And the parasympathetic state, when the nervous system, when the body's in a parasympathetic state, that's when regeneration, recovery, creativity. It's when the body and we are able to create and enjoy life. Survival mode, sympathetic state, fight or flight. We're just constantly in a state of anxiety and fear because we're just constantly assessing threats, which is why there's so much going on in the brain and there's like the electrical storm. So if you literally just took 5 minutes of heart-focused breathing, 5 minutes a day, heart-focused. And basically all that means is you just close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and just imagine your heart, put your focus here, and just imagine taking deep breaths with your heart. So as you breathe in through your nose, you maybe count 5 seconds. So inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, and then exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. And just with your hand on your heart, which helps you focus and connect to your heart, just take deep, full breaths with a 5-second inhale and a 5-second exhale, focusing on your heart, 5 minutes. This will literally put your brain more into a coherent state where the brain's actually, the neural activity is now more in coherence, and it'll drop you more into that parasympathetic state, which will absolutely help you get a better night's sleep. So number 2, instantly up-level vitality, breathing practice, 5 minutes of heart-focused breathing. Now, obviously you can do this more than 5 minutes, but I would say start with 5 minutes a day. Number 3, nourishment. Now I'm going to give you two specific nourishment. I think there's there we go. Nourishment. 2 very specific things that I have found to have the best bang for your buck when it comes to nourishment. Obviously, we need to eat, but there's 2 things that I have given people consistently over the last 20 years that have had the greatest impact, again, on increasing their vitality. And these 2 things are some of the most fundamental needs of the body. The first one is hydration. H2O. Making sure you're drinking water. I know it's simple. I know, it's like, oh yeah, I know. But I can't tell you how many problems that I've been able to help people solve by just reminding them, hey, are you staying hydrated? Headaches are a huge one. Body aches, all kinds of different inflammatory things. By just making sure you're getting enough water throughout the day, you'll be amazed at how much that can help, not only with inflammation in the body, but help to fuel the systems in the body to help it run in an optimal way, therefore up-leveling your vitality. So again, just add 1 cup of water a day. Okay, so just add 1 8-ounce cup to your day. All right, so just 1. That's what you're going to do. You're going to add one extra glass of water today. So however much water, maybe you're not drinking any water. Okay, great. Start drinking 1. Maybe you just have water with your meals. Okay, find a time to add 1 cup of water in between your meals. Okay, the other thing from a nourishment standpoint is eat a piece of fruit every 2 to 3 hours. Okay, now this one sometimes gets a rise out of people, but let me explain why I'm having you do this. Again, one of the biggest things that I have found people are battling on a regular basis is stress, right? And so stress from a physiological standpoint it happens when adrenaline and cortisol are released. And one of the ways that happens is when our blood sugar drops. Because adrenaline and cortisol, their role is to mobilize things when glucose isn't readily available. Adrenaline goes and mobilizes fat. Cortisol mobilizes proteins. So you basically go into a catabolic state, which basically means you're breaking the body down for fuel. Clearly not optimal, okay? So if we can regulate blood sugar, okay, and keep adrenaline and cortisol hormones down, we are ahead of the game. Because remember, survival mode means adrenaline and cortisol are running the show. That sympathetic state. We need to turn off the stress response, get cortisol and adrenaline to decrease so that we can move into a more parasympathetic state, get the thyroid turned on so we can start to make energy at a much more efficient level. So eating a piece of fruit every 2 to 3 hours is the best way I have found to just help regulate stress and start to train the system to make energy in a more efficient way. And again, therefore up-leveling someone's vitality and energy. So eat a piece of fruit every 2 to 3 hours. All right. Number 4, move at least 5 hours a day. Like, whoa, Matt, what are you talking about? Who the hell has 5 hours a day to move? Now, notice I didn't say exercise 5 hours a day. Okay. There is a huge difference between movement and exercise. In my clinic in LA, we used to have on the wall, it said on the wall, exercise is optional, movement is mandatory. If this body doesn't move, you're definitely not going to leverage its capacity. Everything that happens in the body is dependent upon the system moving. Okay. If you ever known somebody that was on bed rest or had to stay in bed for a period of time because of some, ailment they had, the body literally starts to atrophy and all the systems in the body start to fail. So movement is absolutely essential. And so the reason why I say move at least 5 hours a day is that basically means make sure you're moving at least 20 minutes every hour throughout your waking day. So if you've got 24 hours in a day, we'll assume 8 hours of that you're sleeping. That leaves us with 16 hours. 20 minutes times 16 is about 5 hours. All right. So again, moving could literally be standing and walking in your kitchen. Okay. It could be walking around the block. It could be, standing up and, at your desk and stretching and touching your toes. It can be reaching over. There's going to be lots of different easy movement matrices that I'm going to have on my vitality blog. So stay tuned for that. But there's so much. I mean, just, go on YouTube and find like a little stretch or movement routine. I mean, it's not hard to find, but at the very least, you want to make sure you're just moving your body. Just move your body 20 minutes. Make sure it's happening 20 minutes on every hour. Essentially, another way to say this is don't sit all freaking day. Okay. Don't sit at your desk for 8 of your 8 hours of your waking hours. Like, this sitting is literally the smoking of our generation. It is so terrible for the body. So if we can just get our butts up and move around, I work with clients during the day. I work on my computer through my website and blog and my courses, and I will always stand up, walk, grab some water. Sometimes I'll just walk around my house here when I'm on the phone with people. I'm making sure my body's in motion. All right. So move at least 5 hours a day. Number 5, my favorite one. Number 5 is smile, laugh, whistle, and or sing every day. Smile, laugh, whistle, and or sing every day. This instantaneously will increase your vitality without question. The studies they've done on just smiling itself is fascinating, to the point where if you just simply, they've done these studies where if you just simply take a pen and bite it like this, it puts your face in the position of a smile, and that is enough to increase like relaxation and turn on the frontal lobe and create a different shift in perspective in your whole system just by biting down on a pencil like this. If you were to bite a pencil like this, more like a cigar, so you're more like in a frowny face, they've seen that it has the complete opposite impact. Okay, so Smile, laughter. Okay. It's they say the language of the soul is laughter. Laugh. I can't tell you how much laughing increases vitality and energy. Whistling and singing. I find for myself, like when I'm feeling that vitality and you're around me, whether you're here at my home or maybe at my clinic or anywhere, I'm whistling and I'm singing. And I know that's when Matt is in a high state. He's I'm feeling good. I've got the energy. I'm whistling and singing. So make an effort. Maybe that's the one thing you do. You just kind of, while you're going for a walk, just start smiling or listen to some, comedy, something that makes you laugh on your iPhone and with your, when you're going for a walk. There's podcasts, there's so much good stuff out there. Laugh, whistle, sing along, just engage with things that kind of are uplifting. All right, so here are the 5 ways to instantly up-level your vitality. If there's anything I can do to help you, if you have any questions, you'll see comments below. If you're on my website, write some comments. Try these things out. Let me know how it goes for you. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day.